Have you ever been triggered by someone's words or actions and felt that rush of anger, defensiveness or hurt? What if I told you that those triggers aren't just annoyances, they're powerful mirrors showing us exactly where we can grow and heal? Triggers usually feel like they come from the outside, that person's tone, that look, that comment. And in reality, they activate an unresolved wound or program inside us, something the ego wants to protect. The ego's job is to keep us safe, so when it senses a threat, even just emotional discomfort, it reacts to defend or control. And this ego part of us tries to bury that intuitive voice or sensation that helps us to create the life we want. Ego conditioning is there for a reason, to help us grow. That's our purpose in life, and it's something that so many have forgotten. So when we lean into it to understand, we can change the program. And if we live intuitively and surrender to intuitive guidance, it will put us in situations where we need to face our ego programs. And that's because the true path of becoming who we really are is through intuitive guidance and the opportunities it brings, even if they're perceived as bad or scary or uncomfortable. Again, the pull of the ego to sabotage us into listening to that, or sabotage us from listening to that intuitive voice. So ego reactions are fast, hot, defensive. It often blames the other, feels urgent and pressured. Whereas intuition is that quiet, calm knowing that doesn't need to blame. It just senses what is true and what needs to be addressed internally. So it's really important we can discern between the two. When you're triggered, you can ask, is this a quick, fire, sharp reaction, or is there a deeper, calm clarity underneath? And every trigger is an invitation to see where we hold an old wound, belief, or fear. So for example, if someone criticises you, you might feel worthless. Maybe there's a core wound of not being good enough, waiting to be healed. And if you blame the other person, you miss the gift. If you turn inward, you find the lesson and reclaim the power. The other person is just the messenger, the external stimulus. When we stop blaming and start observing, we realise, this is mine to look at. Thank you for showing me. And that doesn't mean you tolerate harmful behaviour. You can set boundaries firmly, but without hate or blame. And when you're triggered, pause, breathe, step back. Ask, what is this really showing me about myself? Feel where it lives in your body. Name the underlying belief. I feel rejected. I feel unseen. I feel powerless. Bring compassion to that part of you. It's likely a younger, unhealed part of you. And over time, the same triggers lose their power because you're more aware of them and stop them in their tracks. You become more resilient and free. You strengthen your intuitive channel because your energy is no longer entangled in defending the ego. And that's why we all need to work on our limiting ego programs to step into our true power. So next time you're triggered, try seeing it as a sacred mirror, not an attack. Let it guide you deeper into yourself, into the parts that are ready to heal. This is how we move from reaction to presence, from ego to intuition. Are you ready to meet your triggers as teachers? Let me know in the comments and share what insights you discovered.